gone to about 5 different places trying to get a park pass, but this is where you want to come for it. Took a while to hunt this down, but I finally got my Northwest Forest Pass. It works in Oregon and Washington and National Forests, and it's good for a year. It was $30. We're going to Trillium Lake. This is my second attempt to come to this lake. First time I got turned around because of the pass. I meant to get one, but the ranger stations were closed when I tried earlier. And then I was sent on a goose hunt to figure out where I could buy one, but I did eventually find it, so I'm good to go for the week. So I can rent kayaks here, which I think I might do on one of my non-hiking days. I'm hiking Trillium Lake Loop in my flip-flops because this was an impromptu hike. Wasn't planning on doing it today, but it's super beautiful. I'm very happy to be here. Trillium Lake Loop is very popular. There's a lot of people here. Back on the trail here, a little less people that you see. But yeah, I'm very happy to be here. It's beautiful. These are all fake rose petals. I don't know what went on here, but kind of obnoxious that whatever they did here, they didn't clean up after themselves. Trillium Loop is very nice. It's a perfect way to end a traveling day. So it's pretty crowded on a Monday. Not too bad, but a lot of people here. So I can only imagine on a weekend it's very, very crowded. Spent a nice amount of time here. I think I'm gonna head back and check into the hotel. It's Tuesday, July 2nd. I'm at Smith Rock State Park. It's 9 a.m. and I'm starting the trail. I'm doing the Burma Loop, which is like around the entire mountain structure, whatever this is, the Oregon desert. So it's about 7 miles, plus I'm doing Misery Ridge, which is a nice little middle section that I'm gonna climb up. I parked right over there. It's a $5 parking fee for the day. This is the view I get to start. I'm also doing the trail in a different direction than what's recommended, so I'll let you know how that goes. Whenever you see signs like these, definitely respect them because you don't want to step on the grass here because it's regrowing. Respect the fragile ecosystems by staying on the trail. It's pretty cool that you can see some of the snow-capped mountains in the background while in a desert landscape. So I came off the main trail right there, coming down to this other fork, and I'm going to be taking rope-to-dope trail down to the river, and then down there I will begin the loop. For anyone wondering, it's going to be about 85 degrees today. Started off the day at about 60, going to get to 85 later, and this is 2 hours south of Mount Hood area, and the reason I chose to come here today is because it's going to be 85, whereas the rest of the week it's going to be about 100 in this little desert area. And up at Mount Hood, it's only 70 today, so it would be a little bit chilly up on the mountaintops because it would be colder up there. So I chose to come here today, and then the rest of the week up in Mount Hood, it's going to be in the 90s. Well, tomorrow's going to be 76, and the rest of the week is in the 90s. So perfect mountain hiking weather. I got to a fork in the road, so there's three options, and I'm going to go straight. Up here, I should be able to cross the river, and then I'll do a loop around this whole structure. This river shows that it's passable on the map, but it is not passable without taking my shoes off. So I'm going to add a lot more mileage onto my hike. Back at the fork in the road, so I came down from here and I went straight, but this time I'm going to go this way, which would be the left from the river, right from the trail. And then I'm going to get to the main area to cross the river, which I should have done in the first place. But adding a little extra mileage onto the hike is no big deal. I've got all day to be at this park. My little genius idea detour added a lot of extra walking, but again, it's fine. Not sure what kind of berries these are, but there's tons of them along the trail. I will say, even though I came on this detour, I'm getting some amazing, beautiful views. Even though I'm walking more, which again, I don't mind, I'm getting some views that I don't think I would have gotten if I hadn't have come this way. So, silver linings, blessings in disguise, all those good things. There's also a lot more people on the main trail that connects to the main bridge right there. That's the bridge that crosses the river. And I parked right up here. Parked right up there. That's the bridge. I went that way and around down to go over there, and I'm gonna walk around the mountain that way. So I did a little loop-de-loop on the rope-to-rope trail. Detours make it fun though. This is how they keep certain spots green. And here's the bridge. Here's a look at the map. So I'm right here where everyone has touched, and that's why it's white. Now again, oh, this is Misery Ridge Trail. Okay, that's what I want to do, but I want to do it from this side. Come up, take a look, go back down, and then finish out the big old loop that way. Just kidding, I'm gonna do Misery Ridge Trail right now, get the hard part out of the way, and then do the big old loop. All right, let's do this. All right, I'm about halfway up this switchfoot. I love the band switchfoot. I'm about halfway up this switchback. That's the bridge I crossed. Came all the way up here. Still going. I'm not done yet. Here's the view on the other side. Wow. So I came along this trail and I have been rewarded with some incredible views. We gotta keep going up. I wanna look and see what's up over this hill. Whew. Wow. Oh, it's beautiful. Issue is there's a trail here and a trail there. Let me check. It is not this trail. It's that trail. It's a Stairmaster. Whew. See those people up there? Going all the way up there. Made it to the top. Whew. And the trail I followed, I was one of these little specks down there. Comes the switchback, up there, to here, up and around onto this big rock. Wow. Oh, this is nice to have a little map in the middle of the hike. So I am, again, where all the finger points have been, right here in the middle of Misery Ridge. I was originally gonna do, zoom out. I was originally gonna do this whole thing, but I think I might go down that way and then go that way, because I've already done in here. Got some snow-capped mountain views from this side. So these three mountains are called the Three Sisters. That one is Jefferson. These people rock climbed up that rock to get up there. And then over there is Mount Hood. And now I head back down the switchback on this side. An even crazier view of what they rock climbed up. So impressive. Okay, still making my way down.
You can see the little, what are they called?
Wow. They must they're like just mountains. Once you get over Misery Ridge, the view is more like houses and less nature. Well, a lot of nature still, but you'll see a lot of houses on this side. So I'm interested to see what happens when I get around. So I have actually rock climbed before. I've rock climbed outside as well as indoors, but outside is very scary. They give you special shoes that have insane grip, and I'm not joking, you're holding on to like the tiniest little slivers of rock popping out. The shoes help, but obviously you need to have a lot of skill to be able to do it. I did have fun doing it. I've never felt my heart race as much as it did when I was rock climbing, and this is on a small mountain, nothing like these guys here, nothing like that. And I don't foresee myself climbing anything like that in my near future, but I do find it very impressive, the people who can do that and also have the bravery to do it, because whew, that's scary. Wow, another incredible view of the rock they climbed. Whew. Came to a little fork in the road. Either one would take me around the mountain, but I'm gonna go to the right here and see what I discover over here. It's a summit trail. I took a quick detour for a view. Let's see. Yep, it's beautiful. Wow. Beautiful detour. I highly recommend. It's about 0.1 off the main trail, which is like 0.2 total, but it was beautiful, and I'm really happy I got another epic view on this hike today. It's 12:50 in the afternoon. I've done 4.7 miles, and I've got about 2.6 left to go. Once I get around this ridge here, I believe it's all that downhill for the rest of the hike for the most part. All right, Burma Road. So this is a great view of Misery Ridge. So the bridge to cross the river is right there, and then Misery Ridge goes up there, across there, zigzags up, and then you go up to that up there. Then I walked on the back side, and the view, the second view I saw, looked that way over to, so it's somewhere over there. But cool vantage point of the hike I just did. Only thing I'm not sure about is, so I go down this way, but there's this huge divot crater type situation, and I need to get over there. My car's in that parking lot. Somehow I'm supposed to get over to this side and then also cross this bridge again. I'm not sure what's going on, to be honest with you. I need to check my map. It says I'm going the right way, so it feels like a very large optical illusion. So I don't know how I'm getting over there, considering this is huge rock wall. But I guess I'll find out soon. Mount Jefferson in the background is my view as I walk down. Okay, I think I know what's happening. So I'm going to be walking down this and then walking on the edge here on top of this cliff area, and then I'll be coming back out that way. That makes sense. Okay, I understand now. All right, so here's some water, and I'll find out when I get down there. I imagine I'm going that way, but yeah, I have to be going down. I am doing this switchback. I'm going down this way. So now what I suspect is happening, so I'm going to be going down and I'm walking along the river, and I guess since it's like an optical illusion of some kind, this is going to just bring me over to the bridge over there. There's a lot of guesswork going on. I don't actually understand the dimensions of this hike, but I'm going to make it back to the car. .145, I made it back to the bridge, and there's a little bit of an incline to get up to the cars over there, but I'm almost done with the hike. And then that's up to the cars over there. I'm at Laurence Lake. There's a very small parking lot and there wasn't any spots, but there's a little bit of side parking on the street here. It's gonna park here, but it blocks the gate. Good morning, happy 4th of July. I'm here at Laurence Lake. I'm doing the trail. It's about 6.6 miles, and I'll get a really nice view of Mount Hood back there once I get up this switchback that's coming up. And it's gonna be a hot one today. Today is the start of the heat wave. So it's Thursday through Sunday, heat wave, 90 degrees out here. But I'm fine with it because when you hike up, it gets colder. So the warmer it is down below, the less cold it is up top. Oh, and I'm starting the trail at 8:50 a.m. Okay, and the trail's this way. And there's this little trail right here. I'm 1.3 miles into the hike, so I've got a little bit more to get to the end, and then I'll be heading back. Nice view at the top, nice views along the way, pretty forest hike for the most part. So I did the first 3.3 miles in less than 90 minutes. Didn't stop much, so making good time. Gonna get back down, and I'm gonna head over to Lost Lake, which I've heard is beautiful, and I think I can rent kayaks there, so I might be doing that today. Giving my shins a rest, they're a little bit sore. Back at one of the views near the bottom of the trail. I'm back at the start. In a minute, I'll be walking on this bridge again. All right. So I finished the hike in about 2.5 hours, 6.6 miles. I didn't stop much, just kind of booked it up and down. It was a very pretty hike, very well maintained. There was a nice view at the bottom, about a mile and a quarter in, and then at the very end, but mostly forest walking. But yeah, it was a very nice hike, good way to start the day. I'm gonna head over to Laurence Lake now. Even more cars here now than there were earlier. It goes down there, then up here, and then along the road. I have been needing to go to the bathroom since I got here, but there's no toilet at the trailhead. And then when I was going into the trunk of my car, I saw this, a little travel potty. But I'm sure that's for a child. But I do wish there was an adult-sized toilet here. So I came to Laurence Lake. There's a nice big line of cars at the fee station. I've been waiting here for about 10 minutes already. So it is a holiday, which is partly to explain why there's a big crowd. I just hope that I can get in and get a parking spot and be able to rent a kayak. So parking is kind of crazy. I don't think I'm anywhere near the lake right now. So this is gonna be pretty crowded. I took off from right there and now I'm on the lake, which is absolutely beautiful. They charge $25 an hour, but there's a minimum of 2 hours. So I've got the kayak for $50 for 2 hours. So just gotta make the best of my time here, get to enjoy the lake. People are in the middle, but they're kind of all scattered off to the edges. So the lake isn't totally crowded like I thought it'd be, so it's good. Water is crystal clear. Nothing really nice to look at down there, but it is crystal clear. Because the lake's so big, you can definitely find spots where you don't have a million people around you, which is very nice. Most of the people are kind of scattered off to the sides with their groups, whoever they're here with. And there's paddlers throughout, but you're never really too close to anyone because the lake's so big. This is really nice. This was a good decision. So my shins have been hurting. I've got a little blister forming on one of my toes. I'm doing a big hike tomorrow, so the 6.6 miles this morning was nice, and then, especially since it wasn't very hard, and then doing kayaking right now is a nice break for my shins and toes. I somehow found a perfectly still spot. I'm not moving at all. Today has been great. I'm very happy I chose to go kayaking today. It's been so peaceful being on the water. It's refreshing. My legs are happy to get a break from hiking, even though I did hike 6.6 miles this morning. But again, great choice to go kayaking. This lake is beautiful. But right now it is 2:25 and I've got to get back to the dock by 2:55. So it's time to start paddling. And this is the view on the way back. Even more cars now. But I just had to make the very long walk back to my car. It was kind of like going on another hike. I am back in the car. It's 3:08 p.m. I'll get back to the hotel where I'm staying at around like 4:30 probably. And then I'm debating about a fireworks show later, but it's gonna go off past the time I normally go to bed. I go to bed around like 9:30. So I'm not sure if it's worth staying up for, because I am doing a big hike tomorrow. So I'll see, not sure yet, but let me just make the drive back, eat some dinner, and then make those decisions. Good morning. It's Friday, July 5th. I'm about to head over to Paradise Park to go hike that trail. My friend Nick lives in Oregon, so he'll be joining me today, and he's going to be my tour guide for this particular hike. But I'm excited to see it. I heard it's really beautiful, and the hike should be about 12.6 miles, so it's going to be a long day, and we should get started around like 9 a.m. So I'm excited to see the trail and all the beauty that it has to offer. Time to get on the road and head over there.
To leave the south side and go to the west side of the mountain. You see the big rock cliffs over there?
Yeah.
On the center of the mountain? That's called Mississippi Head. Those are just like giant sheer stone walls.
Oh, cool. Side quest number 1.
Yep.
Unnamed waterfall. Here, video.
From start to finish, we do up and down of about, it's well over 3,000 feet, but it's deceptive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're very well traveled.
So the sign got knocked down by what, an avalanche?
No, just the way the snow pushes it forward.
Oh, that's so crazy. On the McNeil hike, there's a one that had snow all the way up to here.
Yep.
It's crazy.
That'll happen.
I'm gonna try using my life straw for the first time ever. See how it goes.
I mean, this is already so.
Can I get stuck?
Yeah.
It's hard to get it out though. It takes a second.
You would eventually reconnect with Timberline Trail to PCT.
Okay.
And then we'd start going downhill
Okay.
across the Sandy River.
Okay.
So the other side quest I want to show you is we'll go to the edge of this next ridge and we'll look down the Sandy River Glacier and we'll see where the Sandy River starts.
Okay, cool. Yep. I'm down for a side quest.
Which if you do Ramona Falls, you will eventually cross that river to get to the waterfall.
Okay, got it.
You'll see the start of the river. To get on top over here, you'll be able to see Mount Adams as well.
Nice. This is Paradise Park. And that's Mount St. Helens all the way over there. That's really cool. That's in Washington.
Made that look easy.
Yeah.
This smoke dust over there
Yeah.
on the west, so that's kicking up from the Sandy Glacier.
Okay.
So we'll go over to that cut.
Oh, right here. This right here. That right there.
And look down.
Yeah.
And from here, that's a big mouse turd. Jeez. How big was that mouse?
There's mouse poop everywhere.
So,
So that is McNeil. So where I walked down and the mountain was behind me.
McNeil Point with the shelter is actually beyond that ridge. You can't see it. But when you took the video of you walking towards the mountain, it's right there.
Right here. Okay.
See, you can just see the trail.
Yep, I see it.
Yeah, so that's where.
There was tons of wildflowers along that. It was so pretty.
That's called Bald Mountain.
Bald Mountain. Okay, cool. Fun facts.
And then, do you see it?
Oh yeah.
It's a
Okay.
little hazy.
Lost Lake.
Yeah, so that's where you were kayaking.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see everything from
Yeah,
here.
everything kind of starts to come together in perspective. You're like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
I know where I'm
definitely.
at now, so.
That's so cool. And that's where we're gonna look over, and that's where you see the river.
We'll go to the edge and then look down, and then you'll see it.
Okay.
See, because then there goes the Sandy up there.
Yes. Okay. Got
So
it.
if you do. Yeah, I mean, and the gorge is, there's so many neat spots. Makes it way, it becomes eventually the mighty Sandy River.
Okay. And the glacier is up top here.
Yeah.
Okay. Flows down. And I guess you can't get too close to see it. Oh, and there it continues. Very cool.
Snakes its way through.
Someone took the time and made this little maze. Little maze that can't be solved, actually. That whole like Lake Chelan or Lake Chelan.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
I mean, it's the whole area is very pretty. Now that's definitely, you got to.
Okay, onward and upward. Wait, this is cool. Through the trees.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Just got done hiking Paradise Park. It was 12.6 miles. Really awesome hike, great workout. And I'm back at the hotel now. Can't wait to eat some food and get some rest. I used my life straw for the first time, which was awesome because I have been meaning to use it, and the water tastes so good from the glacier overflow. But yeah, it was a great hike, and I'm very grateful to Nick for being my tour guide today. He knew lots of cool information about the trail and all the mountains and fun little facts that I got to learn along the way. So that was great, and it's nice to have a tour guide, a local tour guide for the trails once in a while. It was very nice to take off my shoes after that long hike. My toes are breathing. I got blisters all over, my shins hurt, so it's time to go rest and eat some food. As soon as I finish a hike, I immediately take my shoes off and put on my flip-flops. Gotta let these toes breathe after hiking so long.